I recently visited my friend, former Dungeons & Dragons artist Tracy Lesch.
I don't even know what's in here.
Cards of some sort. I think those are all, all the booklets for the game.
There's a pack of Magic the Gathering.
I can tell you, I know nothing about sports cards.
Yeah, see, it's a damn...
What if I have a Black Lotus?
I mean, that would be nice.
Wouldn't it?
I wonder what Pokemon cards are rare.
Yeah, with Pokemon, it's with the vintage stuff, it's usually like the Neo sets, which were kind of in a pocket where everybody stopped collecting. And then like the earliest stuff, so there was...
Well, we bought these about when they started coming out, so...
Yeah. There would be first edition, so these ones aren't first edition, so these are going to be unlimited, is how they refer to this. And the way that you can tell the difference on these ones is it's going to have the shadow here. So the second set had no shadow. And then also you see down at the bottom it says 96 and 98.
Okay.
And then over here it also says 99. So on the ones that were before this, they had no shadow here. And then they didn't have that 99. I will say you kept everything in really nice condition. You really took care of your stuff.
Yeah, I try not to screw with stuff.
Have you ever heard of TCG Player?
Mm-mm.
So it's a website, and they do aggregate prices for grading cards.
Did you notice it still has the protective plastic on the screen?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I never took it off.
We never took it off.
That's amazing.
Sorry.
That's a plus.
I never watched them. I just kept them in the box.
Mm.
And the reason for that is I had bootlegs, because those cartoons have never been released.
Right. Oh my God.
I gotta look at some of these trainer cards again. I didn't realize they could be rare or ultra rare until it's not gonna go. That's uncommon and I missed it.
I do realize that some of that just may be like kind of like geeky junk.
Yeah, I don't think so. This type of stuff, I don't think any of it is going to be like outlandishly valuable.
Yeah, it's kind of like
this is the kind of stuff like I'll buy it and I'll put in a bin for like a few bucks a piece. The reason people like going to me to sell their collections, I have a policy that I try to buy everything if it makes sense for everybody. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I have a buddy actually whose name is also Eric, and he's going for a complete NES set. I think he has, I want to say he has like 400 or 500 games. He has quite a few of them.
This is like also, I tried to store a lot of this stuff. This is like more geeky.
More like modern.
Geeky stuff, a lot of Steam games.
Stuff.
Collectible pins like that.
Okay.
You know, Star Wars pins.
Oh, they're Geek Fuel as well?
Yeah, this is all Geek Fuel stuff.
How long did you subscribe to the Geek Fuel?
I don't know. How long?
Like a shocking amount of stuff.
Couple years.
Right? Like, this is crazy.
We did it for the t-shirts, really.
Yeah.
Like this one.
I realize there's like a lot in here, so I don't, however you want, if you want to pull stuff out, you know, go for it.
I just wanted to see if I can get like
there
a
was some,
vague
like,
idea
really
how
sweet
many
stuff.
pieces there are total.
It's like hilarious.
That's funny. That's cool. It looks like there's probably 50 items in there. Would you say that's like more or less accurate?
I would say so.
I got to like 43 and then just rounded up.
This is cool. We've never done this before.
Got collectibles out.
She's like sorting through them.
I think we must have sorted through the ones in this cup because these so far have all been uncommon or rare.
I spend my days playing with toys. It's a good time.
What a rough job you have.
I highly recommend it.
I always wanted a log.
Yeah.
Just to like put on a desk. Like people go, why do you have a piece of wood on your desk? Hey, it's log.
Right.
Every kid loves a log.
Folds are like right in the 15-ish neighborhood.
Hey, not too bad.
I mean, that's not terrible.
It's log, it's log.
It's big, it's heavy, it's wood.
It's log, it's better than bad, it's good. We subscribed today, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hopefully,
New subscribers.
It's not terrible to watch. I'm trying to get better at editing. I've never done any video editing in my life at all. So I've been learning it like since I started this channel. Honestly,
see if I can find a battery.
when I kind of
No, I'm good.
riffled through them before, I didn't see anything. So I counted it. I think between the two boxes, it's like roughly, or like between this box and then these two boxes, it's roughly like 80 items. So I was thinking like $150 for all 3 boxes.
Okay.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah, very much.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you can like put them in a
What's
bin.
in that
or-
box?
This is all like all the extra stuff from Geek Fuel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A literal stack of Steam games.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I don't know if
like PC games.
yeah.
Okay.
Like with the code and everything.
Okay.
Look, buddy Christ.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't know if you know this, but I've met Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes a couple times.
Me too.
Super, super nice guys.
God, remember the
That's
one that
so
we
cool.
went to and it just went on? It was supposed to be like an afternoon with Kevin Smith that went on to like 9 p.m. at night.
They advertise it as being like a 2-hour show, and we literally sat there for 8 hours.
Wow.
At one point, I looked at her and I said, "Honey, I love Kevin Smith. It was a birthday present for me."
Right.
And we were having a great time, but I was like, "Honey, I'm getting like tired."
Right.
And
There's too many stories.
would it be? And she bought it for me.
Right.
Boy, he has stories. My goodness.
He's super, super nice. I went to that Goodwill, I asked to look at these Legos, and they were like, oh, the Lego bucket is $150. I'm like, oh, that's insane. So I'm going to pass on that. And then I noticed there was like a bag next to it, like a bag you would get like a comforter in or something.
Right.
So you could only kind of see what was in it, and it had Wii cords. And Wii cords are, I don't know if you've ever seen cords for a Wii or Wii U, but they're like gray. They're a very specific looking cord. And so I saw those, and I was like, oh, there's probably a Wii in there. I love to buy Wiis at thrift stores if I can get them for like $40 to $50, because 9 times out of 10 there's a game in it, and usually that game is either Mario Kart or Wii Sports, which are both like $30 games. So I asked to look at it, and she's like, oh yeah, it's a Wii and other stuff, and I started like flipping it around. It's a black Wii in there. There was 3 Wii Motion Plus Wiimotes, which are like $30 a piece. This whole bag was priced at $50. The Wiimotes are like $30 a piece. Only one of them had battery damage. The other 2 worked. And then I flip it over, and I realize there's a Nintendo Switch in it with both the Joy-Con, got the dock. The only thing missing is the power cord. Works great. There was a Google Home in it, and there was an original case for a Nintendo
And
Switch.
they sold it for $50?
For $50. All this stuff in one bag. And so I opened the case that was in there, and the case has 4 games inside of it. And so the games were like Mario Odyssey, which is like $35. Splatoon, which I already sold all of these games. Splatoon, which is like a $30 game. And there was something else that was like $25. And then I look in the Switch itself, and it's got Mario Kart 8 in it, which I just sold for $43 by itself.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 for Switch goes for good money because they
That
just
is.
announced new DLC for it where they're adding more tracks to it. Absolutely ridiculous.
Nice.
I was blown away.
We're
Yeah.
gonna see a lot more.
This is all
vintage.
video game stuff.
You know I love vintage.
Yeah, this thing doesn't. I think it locks if you open up.
Yeah.
There's stuff under this tray and controllers. Yeah.
Nice.
I also have one that I saw online was very much in demand right now, which was The Adventures of Batman and Robin for the
Okay.
Genesis.
Okay.
I have it in here somewhere. I know I do because I love that game. My brother and I used to play. Yes, yeah.
I guess I should ask sooner. Do you care if I just like pull stuff out of here?
No, go for it. We'll figure it all out.
And then some that are less so.
You know if there's a market out there for Laserdisc and Laserdisc players?
There can be. There's definitely certain laser discs that I'll buy. I'm still looking for. They have a version of Mallrats on Laserdisc.
Nah, I think we only have that in this. We have a whole milk crate full of Laserdiscs.
Anything you need to pull out, just throw it on my chair over here. I would think that Madden NFL there is probably pretty good bet. Now that he's dead.
Yeah, they're weird. Some of this stuff is like super hit and miss.
I used to play that with my brother all the time. Be able to do it.
What you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's about what they're going for.
Nice.
What is that?
Adventures of Batman and Robin they're selling for like $95 online.
Wow!
Yeah.
I just found all the PlayStation 1 games out in the living room.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's really nice condition, but you may just want to keep this. It looks like complete. It's like $19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
I don't know.
What is it?
It's the kind of thing where that would be for me to ship it and pay fees and that kind of stuff. So I would offer like $9.
Which game is it?
Madden
Madden.
94. And that would give me room to
Going
make, like,
online for like maybe $20.
yeah,
And
That's fine.
I would make like $5 on it if I offered $9.
take your
So,
shipping
it's
and
like,
We
down.
never played it. I don't see a reason to keep it.
Anything you're like, I don't want to part with that for that price, or I want to hang on to it, like you're not going to hurt my feelings.
And the two of us were like Pac-Man
Freaks.
fanatics, right?
Mm.
So she hears that the Atari's coming out with Pac-Man.
Oh, the Atari Pac-Man.
Atari Pac-Man
So
is
she's like,
awful.
Horrible.
So we had all this anticipation, and it's like the day comes and it's out, and we gotta run to the store and buy it,
Right.
get it back home, put it in the machine, and as you know, it sucked.
Yeah, it's
We're
very
playing it, and
bad.
I'm like, this is not Pac-Man.
Right.
Yeah, tell me about Silverlode here.
So I've never heard of this game.
It's like Clint Eastwood meets werewolves in the Wild West.
Huh.
If it
Super
sucks, I'll just hold on to it.
I can tell you right now, it's probably gonna not suck, but I need to get a price that makes more sense. I need to look at the aggregate price because
Oh, the Game Genie. Oh my god.
complete, sold, shipped, all that stuff is $97
Wow! Very
for
good.
this one. So
See, now for that, you know,
that seems pretty good.
I would part with it.
Yes.
If you had said something like, "Oh, it's like $12," and I would have been like, "Yeah, I'll just hold on to it."
So this game goes for like $30 normally. Is that in the name? I'm gonna do a percentage of all of these prices when I'm all said and done, but I don't know if that's in the neighborhood where you were thinking.
No, it's fine at all.
I don't know.
Except to play, sweep it in over and over and over and over again. We've
I wanna
got so
deal with
much
them.
we want to do now that we're approaching our retirement years that it's like, and you know, it's like video games are probably not it.
I'm just saying, if you ever do want to play games, don't go to a game store to buy that stuff. Like, I got you. I'll give you a great deal on.
Now, if you show this stuff on your show, you have to give me attribution.
So this one is obviously in like terrible condition, but believe it or not, it's like a $40 game.
It's a great game.
Oh, it's an excellent game. Because once we go outside of the stack, I'm gonna have to start getting a PayPal. So if you want to look at any of this
Getting
stuff,
expensive.
yeah. So I priced out these video games. I was at $520 on those two stacks.
Wow.
So if you want to look at those, see if there's anything you like super want to keep or anything,
No.
feel free. Game normally goes for like $65. Complete. Cartridge only, $35. So the fact that like even with these that you kept the cases and the manuals and stuff makes a huge difference.
I sweep that area at least 3 times a day, hon.
I know. He gets crumbs all. I don't know how he does it, but he gets crumbs all
I'm sorry.
over the place.
That's just how I am.
He's fine.
Oh, you were talking about the cat. I'm just a crummy guy. Just coming to your house, crumbing it up.
I can't say anything because I eat like Bruce the Shark.
And I'm glad it's primarily what you have out and accessible is video games right now, because I have like so many. And not that I won't also buy toys. If you have toys that you want to get rid of down the line,
I think
but I
we'll
have
do
so many
toys
toys right
later
now.
on.
It's crazy.
problem.
These are the ones I would definitely be interested in.
Okay.
I have to look them up.
Yeah, Eternal Sonata,
I'm not worried about.
Take a peek at this stuff.
Castlevania.
I'll hold that.
But if not, we're gonna get them.
It's fine. man.
Because Eric knows people.
You can
Which it
set
was
that
originally-
stack on the piano because we aren't done. Absolutely not. Unless you're gonna find me somebody who has this on a mini.
What is that?
Speak it in.
Stick it in.
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna have to bring you a PlayStation so you can play it.
Means I'll just give you stacks.
Boy, we gotta put all this back, you know.
I don't care.
Hey, we got some sealed stuff.
I'll put it back if it helps.
Wild Arms is right out.
That's okay.
That's my game.
Lords
You wanted this one too, right?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Right.
That's not open.
That is pretty awesome. That's not a great game if it is open, but it's a good one if it's not open.
Oh, Death Trap Dungeon.
I've never heard of this game. And
When was the last time we played Dragon Warrior? Okay, we'll keep that one.
probably look up the Iron Man and the Worms, and I'll pass on them.
Our nephews turned us
I'll
onto
handle
that game.
So a lot of the Worms games don't have a ton of value, but there's a couple that are like $100 games, and I don't know which ones they are.
Yeah, our nephews turned us onto that. We were visiting them in Connecticut, and We were laughing at the, leave me alone.
Yeah. I love Worms.
Maybe one day we'll actually play some D&D or something.
I'll be bad at it, but
So will I.
it's
I've
been
been
a long
playing
time.
with this group on Monday for almost, 2 years now?
Did you say you
And I
like
still
love
don't
this
know what I'm
game?
doing.
Did you say you like love this game?
It's a good game.
It is not worth a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you want to keep it? It's like a few bucks.
We're probably not going to play it.
What's the story with that sealed Final Fantasy?
It's weird. So there's a couple things with this particular copy that have me shooting maybe a little low on it, and they're both on the front. So there's 2 seal breaks on the front of it,
Yeah.
which are going to keep it from being a contender for grading. So that's going to hurt the value a little bit. So it's really hard to price sealed stuff. So it's definitely, or more than $20, less than $150.
Okay.
Dreamcast? Yeah.
Never had a Dreamcast.
Oh, I love Dreamcast. It's one of
Never
those.
had a GameCube.
Ah,
Never had a Wii.
You would be real happy if you owned a GameCube right now, because GameCube stuff has gotten absolutely ridiculous. Still a complete game. It's a decent game. So I guess my wife's gonna watch this video and then she'll know how much I spent.
Dick Tracy's even a fun game. There's a part in the Dick Tracy where it's like you're in a car chase
Mm-hmm.
and you're hanging out the car and they're like shooting at you with machine guns and you got to try to like plug them. He's got a handgun. They're leaning out the car with like Tommy guns. And Dick Tracy's hanging on to the running board of the car.
I just looked up Suikoden.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're not for sale. I was just curious.
How much?
Suikoden 2 goes for $350 complete.
Did you hear that?
Ooh, I might have to give it up.
The Suikoden 1 is almost $100 complete. You should keep that one probably.
I'm bringing it out to you.
I don't want to take anything you want to keep. This one is the exciting one. I'll try. It was getting stuck. Oh yeah, that looks great.
It's the full thing. I will part with that.
It's $200 sound fair?
What do you think? Sounds fair? Yeah, because you're doing all the work, so.
Leaves me room to make a little money on it. eBay takes 12.5% like jerks. So
Wow.
yeah, I just did a video. I'm actually putting
that's
out.
way up from what they used to take.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm putting out a video on Monday. I did $1,100 in sales in 2 days. My net profit on that was like $450.
Wild Arms 2 is not worth anything either.
They were both around $50.
Ah, this keeps
So it's which is good for a PlayStation 1 game. I mean, a lot of PlayStation 1 games are $10, $15. So still a decent price game, but maybe not to the point where you're like, I need to sell that. So that game, like I said, I could do 200 on just that, and then these 2 stacks was 340.
So total
So 540 with the Suikoden.
done. There's a lot more intricacy to the second one.
So that puts us at $2,025.
So you said 5 what?
I said 540, right? Yeah. Oh, I just typed into my calculator. Let me look at my calculator. Like, if there's anything you're like, I don't know, like I can always deduct.
When was the last time you actually picked up that game? Folks that we would want.
And with the minis, we could just haul those over to Chuck's house and
Yeah, you can haul them everywhere.
hook them to his TV, and we'd be like
And then we
playing
would
video
play.
games all day.
We'd be contraing all day.
God, we had so much fun with Contra.
Gosh.
What's going on, guys? Eric coming back at you from the Nerd Cave, and I just want to say a huge thank you to our friend Tracy and his wife Shelby for letting us come into their home and pick their collection. As you heard him mention at the beginning of the video, he is one of the original artists for Dungeons and Dragons. He was actually responsible for creating the Mind Flayer. So pretty cool guy, pretty cool history. So definitely somebody to keep an eye on. But we were able to get some really cool games, so I just want to touch on some highlights of this journey. We picked up a ton of stuff. The coolest stuff we picked up is going to be, as you saw in the video, this copy of The Punisher on Sega Genesis. Very, very small chip, but super hard to find game. And this one is complete. So that was the first one, Punisher on Sega Genesis. The second pretty awesome game we were able to come away with is The Death and Return of Superman on Super Nintendo. Just an excellent condition copy. He took very, very good care of his games. This is another one super hard to come by. Should go north of $100 at least in this condition. And then kind of the same deal with this Contra 3 Alien Wars. Excellent condition game. Really, really nice box. It is complete in there. So one of the more exciting Super Nintendo games we did come away with. And you did hear him point this next one out in the video. Again, great game. Batman and Robin on Sega Genesis. This is the boxed version. There is also a clamshell version like the Superman where it's got that pop open clamshell. Also complete with the manual, so very, very cool pickup there. Next up, we got a few factory sealed games. I'm going to touch on two you see sitting on the table, but you don't necessarily see when I'm coming through the room, and I do pick them up initially before we get into the other PlayStation games, and those are going to be Suikoden Tactics. This is factory sealed. And then also Suikoden 4, also factory sealed. So great game there. There was a couple big games you did see us pick up in the video. Suikoden 2, which we did already trade, as well as Lunar 2 Complete, also already traded. So those two games, as well as a handful of the other games that we picked up in this video, were traded to a friend who is a local collector. We did come away with quite a bit of stuff from that trade, so stay tuned for Friday's video for more on what happened with those. So I just want to say thank you again to them for letting me come out and pick the collection, letting me spend some time with them over the course of the day, just being very hospitable people, very encouraging for my business. Let me know they subscribe to my YouTube, so can't say thank you enough to them, and thank you for the great deals. I'll be able to make some money on this stuff, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Ring that bell for notifications, and when you see those toys and video games off in the distance, remember that it's not a mirage. You guys have a great day.